High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with the Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to the pitch this afternoon here in Fulton. Our first ICC TV broadcast of the year. Adam Gore, Raphael Henry, and Lee Adams on hand here for today's broadcast as we get set for the ICC Lady Indians to take on Southwest Tennessee. This is only one match today. We normally play doubleheaders, but instead today it's just going to be the women taking the pitch and taking center stage. A absolute beautiful day for soccer here in Fulton. Temperatures not into the 90s, so for late August, this is perfect weather. Breezy up here in the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association broadcast booth. Remind you, you can find out more about how you can contribute to Itawamba Community College by visiting iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu. The newest member of the ICC family, Michael Upton, and also Mr. Jim Ingram, Tilda Bushon, all proud to help out the cause here at ICC. We'll talk about today's Coca-Cola starting lineups as we progress throughout the contest. We do thank you for tuning in. Remember, if you're ever away from your if you're ever away from your computer, you can always keep up with the action on Twitter by following us on Let's Go ICC. That's at Let's Go ICC on Twitter. ICC in the red kits trimmed in blue, and it's the kind of off-white, maybe a little bit of grayish, trimmed in blue and red kits for Southwest Tennessee. Southwest will be working left to right on your screen, ICC right to left, and we're off here for the 2018-19 sports season. ICC comes in with a record of 1-1 on the year. They picked up a 4-3 win over Southwest in their previous contest. Of course, today being Wednesday, you saw our What a Play Wednesday. It was Sarah Witt who came away with the golden goal in the 108th hour, or excuse me, not hour, but 108th minute. Felt like an hour after all those rain delays down there at Summit. So that was our What a Play Wednesday presented by Renaissance Bank. Renaissance Bank, the best bank in the South. Find out more about them at renaissancernation.com. Now here comes ICC on the attack. Trying to see if they can get things going here early on. The ball is going to be a poor touch that time. It's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be a goal kick coming up here for Southwest. So getting set to send this one in now is going to be Southwest. As we said, they're working left to right on your computer screen right now. Let's take a look at your Coca-Cola starting lineups for your ICC Lady Indians as ICC gets it back. Nice job stepping in front of that one and getting it back here for the Lady Indians.
You can lock it in there. Effort to lock it in.
Having to go to my notes here for the starters. Take a look at our defenders. Morgan Gaylor will be in there for ICC. She's wearing number 21. Maisie Sumner, a sophomore. She's wearing number 16. I want to give a shout out to Maisie's family. They messaged us earlier today, said they're excited about watching today's broadcast. Of course, Maisie, across the pond, is where her family is from, Blackburn, Landshire. So we appreciate them. They always tune in and give us a lot of great support there as well. Also, lose Ellen Acosta, Haley Moore, and Josie Kate Reeves. Those are your defenders this afternoon. Acosta wearing 25, Sumner wearing 16, Moore 15, Reeves 20. Your midfielders are Allie Chenal wearing number 24 and Lexi Loden wearing number 1. Your forwards are Grace Joyce. She's wearing number 9 and Sarah Witt wearing number 6. Another midfielder is going to be Emily Hayward wearing number 19. And in net today for the Indians will be Anna West Driscoll wearing number 39. She'll be wearing the black kit as she'll be tested here a little bit early. I actually thought it was going to be a corner kick, but instead it's going to be a throw-in on the far side of the pitch. So Southwest Tennessee, they come in with a record of 1-0 on the season. As the ball goes out of bounds, it will go back to the Lady Indians. Well, it's been a fun week on campus. You can join us right back here on the Red Channel tomorrow night and also on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM as ICC football will kick off the season. They'll host Pearl River here in Fulton, 6:30. First American National Bank opening kickoff. The Davis Ford pregame show will be coming your way at 6 o'clock. Southwest tries to send it ahead. Sumner does a good job of stepping in front of that one and intercepting it now. This is going to be number 19, Hayward with it. Tries to go through traffic with their Southwest to take it back, but Hayward, nice hustle. Come back and retake possession for ICC, but then again, another nice job by Southwest and just a battle back and forth as Hayward ends up winning that one. Hayward tries to thread the needle. Looked like she was looking for Grace Joyce that time. The touch was just a little bit behind her, and now here comes the Indians on the other end. This one's popped up, and now it's going to be a scramble for it, and it's going to go to the side. Still a chase for it. It's going to be sent out of bounds. No, there's ICC to keep it in on the far side of the pitch, but a nice play by Southwest to get back in front of it. Now here comes Southwest on the attack. Sends it out of bounds, so it'll be a goal kick here for ICC. Well, one thing I did not do, I did not see what Southwest Tennessee's mascot is. I want to say they're the Salukis, but don't quote me on that. Thank goodness there's such thing as Google. So, excuse me while I look that up. So a little jockeying back and forth, time of possession about even right now. Maybe Southwest with a slight edge in that situation. Now ICC with it. This is going to be Lexi Loden with it. Going across the pitch, trying to get her out in front of it. Now here comes ICC on the attack. Send it ahead. That's going to be Sarah Witt. Loses it in traffic, and then Southwest is just going to clear it out to kind of clean that one up there. Yes, the Southwest Tennessee Salukis. As this ball is popped up and ICC lets it settle. Nice job that time by Moore to let it settle, then sends it out wide. Nobody there. A little miscommunication on the play, and now here come the Salukis on the run. This is going to be number 8, Morin with it now. Tries to send it ahead, and there's Sumner to step in front of it. Breaks it up. Nice job by Maisie to kind of allow the defense to reset. This ball popped up one more time. Ball being bounced around. Acosta with it now, and she's going to clear it out. Going to be a run for it on the wide side, and this is going to be Reeves. That will let it settle on the far side of the pitch. See some of the fans out there across the way bringing the tent. Got a few of them peppering the bleachers out there in the sun. There's one with a umbrella out there in the stands, but most people, as always, going to sit in the shade here. As now here comes ICC on the attack. Got somebody out wide, just could not quite find her enough. Good job that time by number 14, Biscari, to break that one up and take away the angle on the pass. And now ICC is going to send it to the other side of the pitch and reset it with the keeper, Driscoll. Driscoll's going to send it out wide, and bad touch that time, as that one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll go right back to Southwest Tennessee. ICC Athletics being presented by Renaissance Bank, the best bank in the South. Find out more about their student checking options by visiting renaissancebank.com. As that header sent out of bounds by Gaylor. Other presenting sponsors this afternoon include the Sonic of Fulton. Remember, you can download their app and order from your app now, as they've upgraded their facilities there at the Sonic in Fulton. Hey, if you're an ICC student looking for a job, they are hiring part-time and full-time positions just stop by the restaurant, go in and tell them that you're interested in some employment there. Also, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. Little Caesars in Fulton. The quickest pizza in Fulton just got quicker thanks to the new Little Caesars app and their pizza portals. And Little Caesars, considering today's soccer match and we've got football tomorrow, that will probably be what's on the menu tonight in the Gore household, or basically Gore's office, because that's where I'll be tonight. And then also the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. The Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Buddy Long and company doing a great job as always there for ICC. And you can't forget about Davis Ford. They're located really and truly just right next to us here at the ICC soccer pitch. So if you're looking for a new or used automobile, Davis Ford is the place to go. Just come to campus, and if you can find campus, you can find Davis Ford. So now Southwest Tennessee trying to go on the attack. Had some nice fancy footwork there, but some great defense on the part that time by Ali Chenal. Ball sent to the middle, cleared out by the Lady Indians, and it's going to force the Salukis to reset. No, there's Grace Joyce, as she likes to be called now. We called her Grace Ann last year, but she said, Gord, you can drop the N this year. So ICC gets it now back at midfield. Swings it across the pitch to Loden. Loden's going to survey the defense. Now he's going to reverse it over. That's going to be to number 20, Reeves. Reeves just couldn't quite find it that time as Loden looked for her to release. Reeves stayed put. And now the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Salukis of Southwest Tennessee. ICC gets it back. Once again, we're scoreless. There's 36 minutes and 58 seconds to go here until halftime. Now we will have the what they call hydration break. They were explaining the differences in when and when you can and cannot take the break. And they say if the temperatures are right around 86. As now here comes ICC on the attack. Fires and just wide. A nice attempt that time on the part of ICC. Just could not quite find its way home that time. So just a tough break there for the Lady Indians. They had a pretty good look at it. Tried to go top shelf. Just a little too high that time. So now Southwest will put it back in action. That one's going to be sent out of bounds, so it'll be ICC ball. Looks like number 8, Jada Ross, a sophomore out of Oxford, has checked into the contest here. She'll toss this one in for the Indians, or throw it in for the Indians, I should say. So Jada's getting set. We'll toss it in to Grace. She draws quick attention as that ball sent across the middle and directly to number 7, Paula, who has just been all over the field today. And now she's out in the open trying to make something happen here. Can Southwest Tennessee find that breakthrough? They try to go to the backside. A nice play there, but it's going to be offside on the call. Good hustle, though, on the part of Driscoll to come out and make a play on that to take it away. The referee on the side did call offside right away. And so there was a break for ICC, but a good opportunity, though, for Southwest Tennessee. Just could not quite cash in. So 35-15 to go here until halftime. Adam Gore, Raphael Henry, and Lee Adams bring you this action this afternoon. Lee's taking photos for ICC Images. You can visit those by visiting ICCimages.com. Digital downloads for only $1 from this season, last season, and previous seasons as well. Can't beat that at all. So he typically has those up the next day as there's a shot from distance. It's going to be headed out and cleared that time defensively by the Salukis. Ball going to be fought for. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it is going to be a goal kick coming up here for the Salukis. More substitutions coming into the match. This substitution being brought to you by First American National Bank. Reminding you to follow the flag from Iuka to Tupelo. That's First American National Bank. As checking in is going to be Lucy Dexter for the Lady Indians. And it will be Moore checking out for ICC. Ball sent forward. Chenal steps in front of it now, sends it ahead over to the middle. This is going to be Joyce with it now. Joyce fires, and no, it's going to be stopped. Well, a good strike that time by Joyce, just could not quite find that one on its way home as we're taking a look at the Little Caesars instant replay, or excuse me, that's actually from the play before.
Yo. Is that Grace that just shot that? Yeah. Where are you at?
So now the Salukis take that one away. And now they're trying to reverse the pitch. They're going to do so. Now they've got an opportunity out wide. This is going to be number 8, Morin, with the ball now, trying to get past Jada Ross. Slips it by her. Now Morin's going to go on the attack. She fires it across the middle. Broken up and cleared out nicely that time by ICC. Good job allowing the defense to reset. And there's Allie Chenal taking it away. The West Georgia commit coming in big that time for the Indians. Now since it ahead, it's going to be a foot race, and numbers are not in favor of ICC. They just simply clear that one out wide as Sarah Witt could not get to it. But great hustle that time on the part of number 19, Hayward, to come back and get it and keep the ball in possession of the Lady Indians. 33 minutes and 10 seconds until we get to halftime. Still scoreless here in Fulton between ICC and the Southwest Tennessee Salukis. It's the only match today, as this one from way outside and it's in. Big time goal there for ICC. Let's take a look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay. As she just put a foot in that one, got it just tall enough above the head of the defender that time and was able to stick that one home. As that was Reeves. Josie Reeves with the goal, and ICC takes a 1-0 lead. Southwest Tennessee, though, trying to get back on the other end in a hurry. So ICC with a 1-0 advantage here. So that ball sent out of bounds to go back to ICC. So a big-time strike there by Reeves. Coming in big for the Indians, sending that one home and giving ICC the early 1-0 advantage here in the first half. Joyce with the ball now. They want to try to beat the player down the field. Sees a double team and takes the angle away from Joyce, but Joyce fights through it. And the ball's going to be cleared out that time by Southwest to allow the defense to reset. If you're watching here on the Red Channel, hit us up. Let us know you're watching on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. You could win a free shout-out. So the ball is going to be thrown in, broken up nicely that time by Southwest, but Chenal lets it settle now, pokes it towards the middle of the pitch. Ball still loose, and Southwest Tennessee has it, sends it ahead, but nobody there. But now there's trouble as that ball's going to be cleared out. And there, Jada Ross doing a great job of hustling down and beating the Saluki player there. If not, it would have been a one-on-one opportunity for the Saluki. So a break for ICC, a tough break, though, for Southwest Tennessee. So the throw-in for the Salukis, this is going to be Biscari with it now, sends it ahead to Paula. Out wide, this is going to be number 8, Morin with it. Morin crosses over, now wants to go inside, sends it ahead. Just a little bit poor angle on the touch that time as she was trying to find James crawling across the middle, but ICC, Maisie was right there to step in front of that one. So Indians clear it out now, try to go ahead, looks to go out wide. That one's going to go off the head of Reeves, who has the lone goal of the afternoon, an unassisted goal for ICC. That came with 32:45 to go here in the first half, and ICC leads it 1-0. Southwest, they want to poke it from far outside, send it ahead, and a nice send that time, and then there's going to be a save. We'll take a look back at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. As sent it ahead nicely. It was deflected away and then sent forward, but a nice save there on the part of Driscoll to keep this one at 1-0. So back and forth we go in this one. ICC looking like they're getting ready to set to send in some more substitutions into the contest as the ball will go out. Last touch by the Lady Indians. ICC looking for their second win of the season. They're 1-1. They dropped their first game of the year 5-0 to National Power ASA Miami. That program hasn't been around very long, but they have been in the chase for national championships in that Division I level. Of course, ICC Division II in soccer. You can hear the breeze blowing here. We're in the Shaden ICC Foundation and Alumni Association broadcast booth. Again, find out how you can help contribute to Itawamba Community College, whether it be building funds, scholarships, or more, by visiting iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu. And now the ball ahead. This is going to be Grace Joyce, has an opportunity here. She's going to dribble it forward, fires, and goes tall, but a little too tall that time. Well, she had a player on her hip that time and kind of bumped her a little bit, maybe got her thinking about it a little too much, and a tough break there for Grace as she tried to send that one home. Just a little bit too much foot into it that time. And so 1-0 is still your score. We're inside 29 minutes to play now until halftime. Mass substitutions coming in here for ICC. Looks like Ashley Stevens is checking into the contest along with number 14, that's Alexis Hall. Maddie McGregor also into the contest here for the Indians. Those substitutions being brought to you by First American National Bank. Reminding you to follow the flag from Iuka to Tupelo. As First American National Bank. Tommy Chamley, a proud supporter of not only ICC athletics, but also Itawamba Community College. Of course, when you come into Fulton, you see that giant American flag near Walmart. Well, that's where First American National Bank is. Be sure to go by and thank them for being a part of the sponsor team here for ICC Athletics this season. So the Indians with the ball, once again working right to left on your screen, wearing the red kits, trimmed in blue and white. The Salukis in white kits, trimmed in gray and blue. As ICC with it now, a nice battle for the ball across the way, a very physical play. The referee letting them go there for a moment, and it's going to go out of bounds as a goal kick coming up here for the Salukis. Again, we'll be back in action tomorrow night right back here on the Red Channel as it'll be ICC versus Pearl River in football. The First American National Bank opening kickoff will come your way at 6:30. The Davis Ford pregame show, however, will come your way at 6. You'll also be able to listen to that on the new home for ICC football, Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. That's 101.9 FM. You also don't forget to have the ICC hours at ICC hour at 9:06 on every Tuesday, where we talk everything ICC, academic, athletic, club-wise, and more. That's the ICC hour on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM Tuesdays, starting at 9:06. So we're going to have a corner opportunity coming up here for ICC. Looks like that might be Dexter getting set to send this one in for the Indians. Southwest has some pretty good height to be able to match ICC's height. They send it in now, going to go short with it. Header, oh, just too tall as it goes off the top of the net that time. Would have been a great opportunity there for ICC. Good idea to go short, see if you couldn't sneak the header in from Brittany Mathis, but unfortunately that one just a little bit too high for the crossbar. And now to be a goal kick opportunity here for Southwest Tennessee. 26:15 to go here until halftime. We'll have the Little Caesars halftime report coming your way. We'll have stats. Also see a special crafted video from Renaissance Bank, part of the Little Caesars halftime report. Also have some commercials coming your way, including the Junior Preview Day that's coming September the 19th. Now here comes ICC on the attack. This is Stevens. Stevens has the opportunity, puts a foot into it, bobbled around, but stopped nicely that time by Southwest Tennessee's keeper. She doesn't have a number on the front of her jersey. As now Southwest Tennessee has it, but then it's taken away again by ICC. ICC's turning up the pressure. Now here comes Mathis. Goes across the middle. Tries to find Joyce, broken up nicely that time by the Salukis. And now they're going to clear it back out to midfield, and that's where ICC will regain possession. Now here come the Lady Indians on the attack. McGregor tries to go across the middle. Once again, cannot sing the praises of Paula enough for Southwest Tennessee. She has been all over the place. Now here come the Salukis. This ball batted away. Going to have to hurry. Sumner, only option is to play it back to the keeper. Now we'll give it back to Sumner Will Driscoll. Now Sumner's going to dribble it ahead and see what she has. Sends it forward, and that one's just going to be booted out of bounds. Not a bad idea. If she could have slipped that one by Escondo that time, Mathis would have had the advantage to slip behind her and possibly have a one-on-one opportunity. But a nice job by the Salukis to break out that attempt. So now Joyce with the ball. She's going to dribble back and resurvey the defense, sends it back to Sumner. Sumner with it over the middle, tries to find Chenal. The ball taken away once again by Paula. And now up the pitch they go. This is Joyce with it, dribbling ahead. Joyce has Mathis out wide. She's onside, so now here we go. Mathis on the attack. One-on-one opportunity here on the left side of the pitch. Tries to go between the legs, but nicely defended that time by Southwest. And, oh, a lot of contact. And they're actually going to call this on ICC. So Mathis, who got the business end of that deal, gets hit with the foul. And so now the ball will go back to the Salukis of Southwest. 24-24 to go here. As the Salukis will step into this. Ball is popped up in a battle for it. Chenal was able to kick that one forward and get the possession back for the Lady Indians. Hall with it now is going to flip the pitch. A little miscommunication between who was going to go after the ball that time, as there's going to be another foul called on ICC. As that was a lot of contact. That one on Stevens that time as she knocked down the Saluki player going for the ball that time. So the ball will go back to Southwest Tennessee. 1-0 is your score. ICC with the advantage here in the first half. Deep ball sent this time. Chenal goes up. Was able to get her head on it. Is going to bounce it back. Hall gets there and sends it forward. This is going to be Mathis to come get the ball. Mathis, hammered. And Mathis staying in there. Eventually just lost possession of the ball after getting roughed up a little bit in that time. But there's her teammate, Alexis Hall, to get it back. Sends it ahead. This is Joyce with it now. Joyce over the middle. Wants to go out wide to McGregor. McGregor stops it in the middle. Tries to send it ahead. Nicely defended on the part that time by McKinley of Southwest to break up that opportunity for the Indians. Boy, that was a big-time play there by McKinley, as ICC had numbers and shapes on the outside if they wanted to go out on the attack there. 22:56 to play here until halftime. 1-0 ICC with the lead over Southwest Tennessee. We do appreciate everyone watching and listening here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, the Red Channel. And if there's anybody from Southwest Tennessee watching, we do welcome you as well. And this one's going to go on the cross, looking for the backside, trying to find the header. A little too tall that time. Now they send it ahead. Oh, just wide. Well, Driscoll gambled that time, thinking that she was going to go to the far side, and we're going to have that hydration timeout here. 1-0 is your score. We'll take a break. Let's tell you about the Junior Preview Day and Military Appreciation coming up at ICC. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say. It's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza. Then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas. The world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza. Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to restart after the hydration break here. ICC with a 1-0 lead over Southwest here in the first half. We talked about it. The explanation of the hydration break is something they introduced a few years ago. They say the temperatures, it's around that 90-degree mark, give or take 2 to 3 degrees. They want to be able to give the players 2 minutes to come to the sideline, get in the shadows or the shade and take some water and get in front of the fan. And coaches also take advantage of making some adjustments. So we'll see what the adjustments both these teams elect to make here for the remaining 22-24 in the first half. ICC with a 1-0 lead. It was a goal by Josie Kate Reeves out from distance, an unassisted goal that gives ICC the 1-0 advantage. So a mad scramble for the ball near mid-pitch right now. Southwest Tennessee does control it, looks to force it ahead here, squeezes it forward, does find the player in the middle, quickly surrounded that time, and oh, that was a tough collision there. Player from Southwest Tennessee is down. They are going to stop the play because this is a possible head injury here as Alcantara excuse me, I'm probably saying that name wrong, but we do have an injury timeout on the pitch. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to see the young lady from Southwest Tennessee, Alcantara, I believe might be how you say her name, number 9. She's able to walk off on her own power there, and hopefully she'll be okay. And just saw there, Southwest Tennessee put the ball back in play to ICC, one of the sportsmanship or the friendly side of the soccer game here. Is now here comes ICC on the attack on the far side of the pitch, but nicely done by McKinley to take the ball away and try to get it back for the Salukis. 1-0 is your score. ICC with the lead with 21:33 to play here in the first half. And they're going to say it was actually last touched by Southwest, so the ball will stay with the Indians. Actually, they're going to call a foul on Southwest. Or maybe a handball. He was pointing towards his hand. So ICC now will put it in place. Sends it ahead. Ball is bounced around and still loose on the pitch, and Southwest Tennessee comes away with it. Now here comes Salukis trying to get out in the midfield. This is going to be Paula with it now. Sends it ahead, squeezes it forward, but there's Maisie Sumner to step in front of that attempt, and there she was again. Nice job that time. Not an easy play to get back after all your momentum taking you one way. Maisie using those long legs to her advantage as the ball is going to go forward. ICC going to sprint ahead, but Southwest keeper is going to come up and clear that one out. But to go back to that point, Maisie, all of her momentum was carrying her towards your screen here. Then she was able to step back immediately and take away the second touch or the angle towards the goal. And now here comes Southwest, though. Nice juke move on the outside. Now fires with the left foot, and that's going to be a save for the Indians. Driscoll with her second or third save of the first half keeps this a 1-0 game. More fans coming into the pitch here, the stadium, if you will. The ICC Soccer Complex is located right across from Crescent Field near Eaton Field, the football field, where we'll be in action tomorrow night as we open up the 2019 football season, the American football season. Now here comes Brittany Mathis. Mathis squares around, and that one's going to be deflected away. Good help defense that time, so it'll be a corner opportunity coming up here for ICC. Before we do that, we'll have a substitution coming into the match here. This substitution is being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, as this is going to be Sarah Witt coming into the contest. Checking out is going to be Grace Joyce. So you've got a Pontotoc Warrior checking in for a Oxford Charger in this situation. Both those sophomores. So ICC getting set for this corner opportunity here. Can they build on this 1-0 lead? 19-14 to go until halftime. Just not a good angle in on that corner opportunity there. Got to get the ball a little bit more lifted that time, but ball is going to be sent out of bounds by the Salukis, so it'll be basically a do-over here for the Lady Indians. Again, an absolute beautiful day for soccer. You could not ask for a better day. Temperatures in the high 80s, breezy, blowing into the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth here. You can hear that breeze occasionally through the microphone up here. We're in the shade up here as well, so I know Raphael Henry, who is running the video camera for us, is very appreciative of that as well. And they're going to call that a handball, so two opportunities there on the corner kicks for ICC, just could not take advantage of those, and Southwest will have it now. Remind you to stay tuned at halftime. We'll have the Little Caesars halftime report. We'll review the Sonic stats or Sonic scoring update, part of your Little Caesars halftime report. We'll also see a special video presented by Renaissance Bank. And now ICC takes it away. This is Stevens with it. Stevens is going to send it inside, and Witt just had to wait a second before she would be offside. And that half a second there just couldn't quite get caught up with the ball from Stevens. Great idea, great effort on the part of Stevens that time. Just it's one of those later this season. You'll see that timing be there a lot better. This is the third match of the season here for ICC, second of the year for Southwest, not counting any friendlies they might have played. Ball taken away. Now this is going to be Mathis. Mathis goes backside. Stevens pokes it forward, and no, just could not send it home. A nice save that time by the Salukis to keep this one a 1-0 contest. So now ICC gets it back, looking to go to work, sends this one high, and it's going to go wide and out of bounds. So one of those, maybe a little frustration on the part of ICC. They've had some opportunities, but some great defensive play on the part of Southwest has been able to negate those opportunities. It looks like we're going to have a change in keeper now, as this is going to be number 1, Micaiah Anthony, coming into the contest. So Anthony will come in and replace the keeper in this situation. 16:44 and counting until halftime. 1-0 is the score. ICC with the advantage. Again, we talk about that breeze. You can hear it really good now over the microphone. That breeze feeling outstanding. As the ball sent ahead, then it's taken away by ICC at midfield. It's going to drop it back. This is going to be Hall now. Hall surveying the defense. Now it's going to give it right back to Cinder. That's going to be Moore. Moore tries to go out wide. The ball broken up nicely that time by Southwest Tennessee. And now they regain possession at midfield. Paula with it's going to sling it back across. That is going to be Trotter with it. Trotter now looking to go on the attack. Has a player out wide, tries to go there. Hall steps in front of it. Now loose ball on the pitch, still loose, and now Salukis come away with it. They fire, go wide, but just a little bit too wide that time. As good idea by Emma Duke. She deked the keeper to go right, tried to go left, just not enough real estate that time as the ball goes wide. A big time break there for the Lady Indians as the match stays 1-0. So Driscoll will send this one into play. 50-50 ball going towards the far side of the pitch. Still loose on the pitch, and Stevens battles away with it. Gets strong and comes away with the ball. Now Stevens, left foot touch going up the pitch, trying to find Witt, but just couldn't quite get the angle there And now the Salukis get it back one more time. 15 minutes and 12 seconds to go until halftime. 1-0. ICC with the advantage after a Josie Kate Reeves goal about 15 minutes ago. Now it's up the pitch. Witt has it. Now drops it back to Mathis. Mathis fires, but too big. Well, Mathis that time just probably going to look back at the game film and say, man, I had an extra second to kind of take a breath and step and get square up her hips a little bit more that time. But as we said, early in the season, those type things will work themselves out. So substitutions coming into the match now here for ICC. Number 22, that is Cora Yielding checking into the match, and checking in across the way as well, that is going to be number 12, Kristen Gilbert. Gilbert into the contest here for ICC. Those substitutions being brought to you by the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. Coke and ICC, now that's a winning combination. And Coach David Strother, he hopes he's got that winning combination put together today. Also into the contest is number 23, Millie Mask for the Lady Indians. So a trio of subs checked in that previous time. The ball out of bounds, last touch by ICC. Throw in from Southwest. And you can kind of tell as Southwest goes, so does Paula, as she has been the center of their offensive attack. And she had the ball, now tries to send it ahead, broken up nicely that time by the Indians. As Raina Russell is in the contest now as well. So mass substitutions in that previous opportunity by ICC. Ball sent ahead, cleared out nicely by the Indians, and there's Russell coming in and taking that one away from Paula. Nice defensive effort on the part of Russell. Now ICC trying to quickly reverse the pitch. Now they go ahead. This is an opportunity for ICC. Here comes Shelby Witt. Out wide on the left side. Has an opportunity here. Good hustle that time on Southwest to get back and take away that one-on-one opportunity with the keeper from Witt. And now Shelby trying to go to work here. She is getting the business down there. Now tries to reverse the way, sends it left-footed. Looking to go to the backside, nothing there. Great hustle on the part of Southwest. That looked like it was going to be a one-on-one opportunity for Shelby Witt, who, by the way, had the game-winning goal for ICC against Southwest Mississippi on Sunday. And then they negate that, force a long shot that goes high and out of bounds. And so a great job by Southwest Tennessee keeping this contest 1-0 with 12:30 to play here until halftime. So now it's going to be Southwest to send in the goal kick here. 1-0 is your score. Thought about going deep instead, just going to go short with it and reset here on the outside. And then poor touch there. Now it's going to be taken away by McGregor. McGregor into the middle. This is Yielding with it now. It's going to swing it out wide to Stevens, who goes back one more time. That's going to be Russell with it. Russell sends it across with the left foot. Now sends it back, does Southwest Tennessee, and ICC is going to get it back now and reset. Goes back to the middle. This is Yielding with it. Goes out wide. That is going to be number 18, Russell, with the ball. Going to let it settle on the far side of the pitch. Now thought about sending it ahead. It's got Paula on her, and Paula has been lights out today, offensively, defensively. So you can tell that she is kind of the core for this Southwest Tennessee team. So ICC getting set to throw this one in. Does so. Mad scramble for the ball. Still trying to get it. Now Southwest Tennessee comes away with it. Sends it ahead towards midfield. Salukis, it's been a minute since they've been on their field for a significant amount of time. And there's Mask. Oh, my goodness. What a collision there as Millie Mask pops up. That's a hit that Sean Cannon would love to see tomorrow night. Neither player really said anything to each other. They just pop up and reset. So a great job that time by Millie. She did get the foul. She is tough as nails. I do want to give a shout out to Millie. If you saw on our YouTube page or maybe on social media, Facebook as well, we did a behind the scenes video. We'll try to play that at halftime to let you see the Lady Indians get ready for that ASA match at Jones from this past weekend. There's a ball across the middle, sends it in and deflected, and it will roll in. So Southwest Tennessee ties this one at 1. And a big-time goal there. Looks like ICC kind of just got lost in the mix of everything that time. as that is going to be Emma Duke coming away with the goal with 10:26 to go here until halftime. And it's now 1-1. So a big-time goal there. The Salukis, they've been close. It's probably some of their best field position or closest they've had the ball on the attack. And now we're tied 1-1. But, yeah, we'll talk about and go back and look at that at halftime, that behind-the-scenes Millie was the one that kind of took that over for us, and appreciate Millie doing that as well. So the ball's going to go out of bounds back to Southwest Tennessee. So ICC has had their opportunities, much like the Southwest Mississippi game. They've had their opportunities here against Southwest Tennessee, just have not been able to stick very many of those home. It was a Reeves goal with 3:45 to go in the first half, and then it was just answered by Duke at the 10:26 mark to tie us at 1-1 here in the first half. We talk about it. Typically, following this match will be the men's match throughout the season, but today is the ladies only as they take center stage here, but with Southwest Tennessee. As the ball thrown in, but lost out of bounds by the Salukis, so ICC will get it back. ICC in the red kits, trimmed in blue. The Salukis in white, trimmed in light blue and gray, almost kind of the same colors. The blue is so light. They do have blue numerals, both teams with blue numerals trimmed in white. So 1-1 is your score. They toss it in. This is Yielding with the ball, battles her way through a double team, still trying to fight forward, and their foul is going to be called here on Southwest Tennessee. Also want to give a shout out to Dave Edwards all the way out in LA. He was able to get us set up and make sure everything was copacetic with the broadcast and got us working pretty good here. I always appreciate Dave and everything he does for us and the WSN crew. If you're a college or maybe a high school looking to broadcast your events, I want to tell you right now, WSN would be your best bang for your buck. The equipment, the service, and the customer service is unrivaled, I should say, as the ball's going to be sent out of bounds. And actually, no, it's going to stay in bounds. And Southwest Tennessee is able to get to it. Now they send it forward. And Salukis with it. Ball free now, and the Indians come away with it. So, yes, just visit WSNlive.com, I believe is that website. As ICC with it now, they do a good job of slowing down and settling and setting up their attack. Now the ball's going to be deflected out. This should be a corner opportunity coming up here for the Indians. And yes, it will be. So a corner kick coming up here for ICC. And even 8 minutes to go until halftime. 1-1 is your score between ICC and Southwest Tennessee. So ICC getting set here. They've had a couple of corner opportunities today, maybe 2 or 3 that just haven't really been able to build much off of. And it all is going to start with this send here from the corner. And a good send this time. Ball's going to be header, but just a little bit too tall that time as tried to find Ashley Stevens, just about a half a foot too tall for Stevens to get to. And now here comes Southwest. Here's an opportunity out of that break with ICC not having most of their players back defensively, but a great hustle that time on the part of Millie Massey to get back. And now here comes Southwest Tennessee. They swing it out right. An opportunity for the Salukis. Going to fire. Goes tall, but too tall. As the ball just a little too tall that time over the crossbar, and a big-time break there for ICC. You heard Coach Strother was not pleased with the lack of effort of the Indians getting back. As Southwest Tennessee nearly had a great opportunity that time to come away with a goal, but a break there for the Indians. 1-1 still your score. 6.5 to play here until halftime. Adam Gore, Raphael Henry, and Lee Adams. The full crew on hand here for today's soccer match, our first broadcast of the season, and we do appreciate everyone joining us here on the ICC Sports Network. Stevens with the ball now is going to send it ahead, but nobody there for the Indians, so Southwest will be able to jog back and send this one, or excuse me, I thought she was going to send it to the keeper, but instead she's going to keep it on her own now and try to force it up the far side of the pitch and lost the handle on it. Substitutions coming into the match here for ICC. Looks like number 24, Allie Chanel, number 1, Lexi Loden, and number 13, Lucy Dexter, all back into the contest. McGregor, Yielding, and looks like this may be Rains coming out for the Indians. Excuse me, no, it's Russell. So Raina Russell coming out here for the Indians, Lady Indians, with 5:40 to play. So the throw in on the far side of the pitch, ICC with it. 1-1 is your score here. There's still 5.5 to play until halftime. They send it ahead and, had the angle, but Maisie Sumner was there again to take that one away. Looks like Maisie might have bumped knees with the player from Southwest. She was hobbling a little bit, but Maisie, tough as nails, she's going to shake that one off. Now here comes Chanel. Chanel sends it with the left foot. Couldn't quite get enough into it. A lot of contact on the shot. Referee said play on. And now here comes Southwest Tennessee. Salukis trying to use some of their speed. They've got pretty good speed on this team, and they seem to be a half a step a little bit quicker than the Indians today. As now they have the opportunity, they're going to go over the top, and there's Driscoll coming in and making the right decision to play the ball instead of letting it come to her. She was able to come in and get that one before they got on the attack. So now the Indians trying to reverse the field, see if they can catch Southwest not getting back, much like Southwest almost did earlier. They send it ahead. This is going to be to Stevens, and Stevens just couldn't quite find the proper angle on the ball as it goes out of bounds with 4.5 to play here until halftime. So a throw in here by the Salukis. And now ICC takes it away, then poked out of bounds by Southwest Tennessee, so the possession will stay with the Indians. And another substitution coming into the match here. This substitution being brought to you by the Sonic of Fulton. They've got drink specials going on at the Sonic of Fulton. Bryant, what's your favorite drink at Sonic?
Peanut butter banana milkshake.
Peanut butter banana milkshake.
Yes, sir.
That does sound good. I'm a half cherry, half grape slush guy myself, or a cherry limeade. That sounds really good, as a matter of fact. So now ICC with it on the attack. Be sure and go by and thank the fine folks at Sonic for sponsoring ICC Athletics this year. Melissa Dunn, she's the manager over there. Her daughter's in the band, so she'll be here Thursday night to enjoy listening to the ICC All-American Band, almost 300 strong this year. So ICC with the ball. There's 3:18 to go. Send it ahead. This is Chanel with it now. Chanel surveys the traffic, drops it off. That's Loden with it. Loden tries to send it ahead just a little bit too far. Mad chase for the ball inside, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Indians. Well, you're going to see that a lot in the early season. As we said, ICC only 3 games into the season, did not play any friendlies to start the season. So you're going to start seeing some of those angles later in the season on some of these passes be timed up a little bit better as Joyce steps into one, tries to go with it, but a little too wide and outside. So Joyce puts a foot into it, just could not put it on frame. Substitution into the match now here for Southwest Tennessee. Jessica James coming into the contest, and Paula will check out. Rightfully so. Man, she has been extremely active throughout this contest and getting a light round of applause for her teammates here on the sideline as she comes to take a break. 2:25 to go until halftime. 1-1 is the score. It was a Josie Cape Reed's goal with 3:45 to go to give ICC a 1-0 lead. And then it was Emma Duke answering with 10:26 left in the first half to tie us at 1. So the ball is going to go midfield, broken up by Chanel. Send it back, and Southwest is going to let it go out of bounds. And now the ball is going to be sent. No, I thought it was going to be sent out of bounds, but it was kept in bounds. Good hustle that time on the part of Mathis. Now it's going to be cleared out by Southwest Tennessee, and Coach Strother making the stop on the sideline, and the Lady Indians on the bench giving him a round of applause. Nice play, Coach. Got him. As now Southwest Tennessee with it, trying to go to work. Down the sideline, Mask tries to come up and make a tackle, but a good stop on the part of Southwest Tennessee. But I tell you what, they would not shake Mask that time. But now here come the Salukis. Ball in the middle, but there's Loden to take it away. Good hustle that time on the part of Loden to come away with the ball. Now the Salukis get it back here on the right wing. Squeezes it on the inside. Opportunity here for the Salukis. Looking to work one-on-one on Sumner, but there's Maisie to step in front of it and send it out of bounds. Good defense that time on the part of Maisie Sumner to allow the defense to reset there. It's a one-on-one opportunity. As we talked about it, Southwest Tennessee has some really good speed on this team, and Maisie saw quickly that she had an opportunity to send the ball out of bounds to allow the defense to recover and recoup, and that's what she did. So a good job there by Sumner. So a corner kick opportunity coming up here for the Salukis. Inside a minute to play, actually coming up on 45 seconds. This one sent high into the frame, or excuse me, into the box, I should say. Sent out wide, but Southwest Tennessee is going to keep possession. Now they send it out wide. Coming up on 30 seconds to play. They fire inside, looking for the cross. Was it there? Oh, ICC caught a huge, huge break on that one, as that one looked like a for sure goal for the Salukis. Now the Salukis going to get it back. Mad scramble for the ball. Tackled on the pitch, and they're going to call this foul on Grace Joyce. And really, Grace nor Alley kind of enjoyed that call that time. The ball sent to the side. 4 seconds. Going to have to get the shot off in a hurry here. Good job by Chenal to poke that one out, and that's going to do it for your first half of play. 1-1 is your score. As we come to the break here at halftime, we'll take a quick timeout, come back with some Sonic stats. It's a Little Caesars halftime report. ICC and Southwest tied at 1.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
The Carhop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value. Time that! You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, stay out of this.
Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly plus tots for $2.99.
My mom never let me eat this much cookie dough.
What would she say if she saw you eating this big scoop cookie dough blast?
I don't know. I asked her.
Don't tell your father.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Hurry in and scoop up our new cookie dough treats. Try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. Here, Little Caesars halftime report. ICC and Southwest Tennessee tied at 1 here at the break. It was a Josie Kate Reeves goal coming with 3:45 left in the first half to give ICC the 1-0 lead. And then Emma Duke found the equalizer at the 10:26 mark. And that's where we stand so far here in the first half. Remind you, tomorrow night, ICC football will be back in action, or actually will not be back in action. There'll be action for the first time this season as they take on Pearl River. You can watch that that game coming your way right here on the Red Channel, starting with the Davis Ford pregame show at 6 and that First American National Bank opening kickoff. See, I'm getting my football and football confused here. But yeah, so that'll come your way at 6:30. We're going to take one more time out, come back with some special presentations here at halftime. 1-1 your score. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Bespoke is a word that comes from the clothing industry. It's a European term, and it meant originally to be spoken for. In Mississippi, I say it's a fancy word for made from scratch. My name is Josh West.
Nick Weaver.
Our craft is bespoke denim. Blue Delta Jean Company is a bespoke denim manufacturer. We make everything in Tupelo, Mississippi, and we ship jeans around the world.
We're reintroducing the South and most of the U.S. back to raw denim.
There's a lot of verbiage out there about custom, made to measure, bespoke. We say bespoke because we truly are making a fully customizable jean. We use the best fabrics in the world. We buy from all over. We make everything in the United States right here in Tupelo, and we bring the customer in on the design process.
That is what separates us from other jean companies, that we're making a personal pattern. So we do have the Oxford Studio where you come to get measured, and you pick out your fabric, your fit, your cut, and your thread.
You'll notice we do a lot of athletes. These guys are really tall, these ladies are really tall, small waist, really big thighs. They can't find jeans that really fit them that are aesthetically pleasing. I started noticing that we had a resource here that not many places have, which is talented seamstresses. It's an art that's dying in the United States of America because so much garment has gone overseas. When I noticed that resource, I started building a business plan around that.
He said, hey, we can make custom jeans in North Mississippi.
When the numbers made sense, that's when I called Nick, because I knew I could figure out how to make the product, but I needed somebody to help me sell the product.
Wrote it down on the game plan, and we're still executing it today.
The first step is somebody getting fitted, and that can be with one of our partner stores or at one of our studios.
And we're taking 13 to 16 measurements, whether or not you want a regular cut or a skinny cut jean.
And then the order comes to us electronically here in the factory in Tupelo. Johnson Benjamin has been our pattern maker since 2013. He drafts a pattern literally for that client. And then it moves on to Brian Baldwin. He does all of our cutting, and he tries to cut that jean within 15 minutes. Every seamstress has a job that they do, and they're really good at it. You can watch a jean literally from start to finish go through the manufacturing process.
There is a really famous old jean company that can make a jean in 3 minutes.
It takes us about 3 hours to take a jean from start to finish. We're still a very small company. We're less than 20 people top to bottom. The thing that I think really sets us apart from a lot of other small batch denim companies is the people that we have. These people have worked, many of them in denim garment production for years and years and years. And we really do try to make this a family environment. Our lead seamstress is a lady by the name of Miss Sarah Ritchie. She was our first employee. She started in January of 2012, and she's now leading our sewing team.
Well, having over 100 years of sewing experience in a company that's very young was definitely to our benefit. People bought our jeans in the beginning because it was a good story. It was two guys trying to start something. But now they're rebuying because of our quality and our fit, and it's the people that make that happen. What we are offering is, more than just a jean. There are lifetime alterations, lifetime repairs. We have people send jeans back that are 2 or 3 years old because they've lost 10 pounds. We take them off. So what you're getting is something that I think people are, wanting more of. We're using cone denim from North Carolina. We're using Holland & Sherry cottons from Scotland. We are using the premium fabrics of the world, and we're doing it right here in Mississippi.
Our main goal has always been to be the best bespoke denim provider in the U.S. I think we've ratcheted that up to the best bespoke denim provider in the world.
Our work ethic, his plan, finding good people, finding the right people to make the product, it's a good recipe for success.
Now, I don't think you can match the quality that we're putting out. So now we're working on how does this brand develop from here on out? What markets are we in? How are we getting the world in our jeans?
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the second half of play here from Fulton. Adam Gore, Raphael Henry, and Lee Adams all on hand here for today's broadcast. Raphael running the camera.
Oh, the officials.
As we're awaiting the officials to join us here, the teams are on the pitch. 1-1 is your score. Just a quick Sonnet scoring recap. Reeves scored at the 32:45 mark to give ICC a 1-0 advantage. Duke found the equalizer with 10:26 to go until halftime, and that's where we're at right now. 1-1 is the score. Real quick, we did have a couple of shout-outs to give from Twitter during halftime. Actually, one of them also being a Southwest Tennessee fan watching. Joel Driscoll checking in, saying, supporting his daughter, who is the keeper for ICC, and Wes Driscoll. And then I'm going to mess up this last name, Miss Christie, and I do apologize. It says, proud Southwest Tennessee mama watching the live stream. Go Salukis, get them Grace Escandon. That's Christy Escandon tweeting in there as well. If you'd like to tweet at us, at Let's Go ICC, but be sure and follow us as well to keep up with everything ICC athletics. So the Indians now moving left to right on your television screen or computer screen. If you're listening, is left to right either way. ICC in the red kits trimmed in blue. The Salukis in their white kits trimmed in blue and gray. Now here comes the Salukis on the far side of the pitch, trying to position themselves inside. Fires, looking for the cross on the backside, and oh, it was there. Just a little poor angle taken that time by the Salukis. Could have snuck in that back door, but they are going to say it was deflected out of bounds by ICC. So it'll be a corner opportunity coming up here for Southwest Tennessee. Now, this is something that Southwest Mississippi was able to take advantage of for ICC. 2 of their 3 goals coming on corner pieces. So the Indians getting set to defend this one here. They send it across the middle. Header too tall, though. Nice send on the part of Southwest. Had a good opportunity, just could not quite get on top of the ball enough as that one goes across the crossbar and out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick coming up here for ICC. Remind you to visit letsgoicc.com for all your information on the ICC women's soccer team and all 10 other, 10 other now intercollegiate athletic programs, with the addition of volleyball that will be starting next season. Kind of a recruiting building season this year, and they'll be competing in the 2020 season. Of course, it'll be during the soccer season and football season as well. So now here comes ICC on the attack. Oh, nice job that time to get the header and try to get it forward, but nicely defended by Southwest. And my oh my, they have flipped the script in a hurry here. They were able to get the ball down the pitch. We've talked about it numerous times today that Southwest Tennessee has a lot of speed on this team, and they have shown it early and often in this one. And there was a hard lick put on that time by Loden, no whistle, and the player is still down for Southwest Tennessee. And now they're going to stop the clock here as they're going to come check on the player that's down on the pitch. The trainer out on the field. Let's hear from the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Back with more right after this.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
And welcome back. Good to see number 15 for Southwest Tennessee, Cano, able to get up and walk off on her own power. She will check out of the contest here. ICC will also give the substitution in at the time. Number 19, Emily Hayward, will come into the contest. Brittany Mathis will check out. And then also checking into the contest here for Southwest Tennessee for the injured player will be Jessica James. So those substitutions being brought to you by the Little Caesars, your halftime sponsor, as took a look at the Blue Delta Jeans Company out of Tupelo. That video was sponsored by Renaissance Bank. Or excuse me, actually it was not Mathis that checked out of the game, as Mathis stays in, so we'll try to see who it is that just came out. That ball sent ahead and was sent a little bit too far. Looks like Grace Joyce kind of came up a little lame, and she's calling towards the sideline right now. She was grabbing the back of her leg. So hopefully she's just cramping in this situation and nothing serious there for Grace Joyce. She's going to try to power through this situation here. The ball being batted around. That looks like ICC is going to get a substitution in. It was actually Stevens that came out earlier in the contest. Now here come the Salukis on the attack, looking to go across the middle. Broken up by Sumner and cleared out by Chenal. Nice combo effort that time on the part of Sumner and Chenal. And now here comes Loden. Loden gets the ball. She thought about going forward. Nothing there. Now drops it off outside. They go across the middle. Nobody there once again. Once again, Grace Joyce kind of limping around the field right now. Couldn't release on the play that time, and there's going to be a foul on ICC. Looks like Sarah Witt will be coming in here as Grace Joyce will probably be the player she subs in for as she continues to try to stretch that leg. So hopefully just a cramp there on the part of Grace. So a free kick opportunity here, a chance to make it dangerous and maybe take their first lead of the contest here for the Salukis, as this will be Trotter to step into it. Puts the right foot into it, sends it ahead. Header is there. Nice job that time on the part of the Salukis. And they lead it for the first time today, 2-1. Well, that was just a nice job that time on the part of the Salukis. Take a look back at that play. If you're an ICC fan, all you can do is just tip your cap to that one and say good job. 2-1 now is the score. Not sure if that was muted or not, so I do apologize if I've gone to those replays and you can still hear my play-by-play on that. So I went back and I think I've corrected that. So a mad scramble for the ball. It's going to be out of bounds, and they're going to say it will belong to ICC. Dr. Jay Allen in the house. Good, that means I can say what I want to say now since he's not watching. No, I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. But Dr. Allen, a proud supporter of all of our athletic programs here at ICC, tries to get out as many as he can. So appreciate Dr. Allen coming out to support the ladies this afternoon. It's our first home match, or actually first home sporting event of the year. We talked about it being the first sporting event that we've broadcast today, or this season. It's actually the first home event of the year. Tomorrow night, football will be right back here in Fulton. You can listen to the game on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM out of Tupelo, or you can watch it right back here on the Red Channel. The Davis Ford pregame show will come your way at 6 o'clock, and the First American National Bank opening kick will come your way at 6:30. Jim Ingram will be joining me in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth as ICC getting set to send in this corner kick. High kick going towards the inside. Loden was there. Mathis had it, and it's deflected away. Mathis trying to get it back in again. And a great opportunity. It's just one of the Southwest players just happened to be in the right spot at the right time as Mathis tried to hammer that one home. But my, oh my, what a big-time break there for the Salukis. So 39:03 to play here. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, so to go back to ICC now. 38:50. I happened to miss, I want to say it was Trotter possibly that made that goal for the Salukis. I do apologize if I did not get that right, as the ball's going to be thrown in, and just a poor opportunity by ICC as it basically bounced off the hip of the player and out of bounds and back to the Salukis. Well, it was a very spirited conversation at halftime. Coach Strother not happy with the girls' effort, is demanding a little bit more life out of them, and it's kind of been the case. It looked like Southwest just was a step quicker, and they were able to get some opportunities, and they were able to cash in early here. They lead it now 2-1 here over the Indians. ICC 1-1 on the season. Salukis 1-0. Tried to go out wide to Mathis, couldn't quite get the proper angle as it was sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Salukis, so to be a throw-in on the far side of the pitch here for ICC. Allie Chenal with the ball now, works it back over. Now they're going to try to cross it across the middle. Looking for Witt, a little too tall for Witt to get to. Now they send it to the middle. Loden with it. Loden trying to go to work, fights off the defender. Now fires from distance, and it's going to be far left that time. So ICC being a little bit more aggressive on their attacks. Coach Strother would probably like to see them get a little bit more dribbling in, a little bit higher percentage shots closer to the goal that time. So now 2-1 is your score. Salukis with the lead. 37:30 to play here in the second half. As Salukis with it, trying to send it up the pitch in a hurry. Ball ends up at the feet of Paula. Now she tries to go out wide, and it's going to be ICC who chases that one down. Driscoll with it now, puts a foot into it and sends it forward. And it will go, no, it will not go out of bounds, but now it does. Good hustle on the part of ICC on the far side of the pitch, which could not quite get to it in time. And so it will stay Southwest Tennessee ball on the far side of the pitch. Throw it in. Now Southwest Tennessee with it. They lead it by a goal, 2-1. There's Loden with it now. She's going to step in and try to get some numbers. She's got some numbers in the opportunity now. Sends it ahead. This is going to be Witt, but no, it just took a unfriendly bounce that time. If she could have found a way to keep that one going straight, and instead when it hit, it kind of curled away from Witt. Would have been an outstanding one-on-one opportunity there for Sarah Witt, but just could not get the bounce to go the way of the Lady Indians that time. So a big-time break there for Southwest Tennessee. Well, for the first time this season, we can say it. The ditch that runs along the side of the ICC soccer field, we call that Firewater Creek, as it went into the drink, and Dr. Allen was given chase and opted not to dive for the ball that time. So probably a smart decision there by our fearless leader, Dr. Allen. So Southwest Tennessee takes away the throw in. ICC trying to get it back. Sumner comes up well out of her position that time and gets the ball back, and now ICC is going to send it back to Driscoll, who is going to just reset things here. Ooh, dangerous there. She sent that pass back, and a lot of pressure being put on by Southwest Tennessee. And then again, another poor touch. Southwest Tennessee easily steps in front of it. Now there's an opportunity here for Southwest Tennessee. Had to let the defense get there, and now they're dribbling around, and that's going to be a tough goal there for ICC, but a big-time goal there for Southwest Tennessee. Driscoll shaken up on the play as she took an inadvertent knee that time. So you take a look at the contact there. It was nothing malicious. It was just an unfortunate part of the game, and good to see that Driscoll's able to get up on her own there. So now 3-1 goes your score, and everything going the way of Southwest Tennessee so far here in the second half. So ICC, they need to find some offense and find some rhythm and see if they can at least cut this 2-goal deficit in half here in the next 5 to 10 minutes to get a little bit more momentum on their side. It was a goal by Duke at the 10:26 mark, and the momentum has been controlled by Southwest Tennessee since then. ICC looked good to start with, but has since then been playing on their heels. Now here comes the Indians on the attack. Try to send it ahead. Here comes an opportunity. This is going to be Mathis, just couldn't quite get to it. Nice job that time breaking up that opportunity by Southwest Tennessee, and we go back to it. It just seems like Southwest is a step or two quicker than ICC today. Substitution coming into the match now. Acosta will come into the match here for ICC. Checking out will be number 15. That's going to be Moore checking out of the contest. 3-1, Southwest Tennessee with the lead here over the Lady Indians. No men's match today, so this will be our only broadcast, and we're going to have a foul on the throw-in here on the Salukis. So an opportunity here for ICC. This is somewhat kind of like a corner opportunity, but not exactly, but a good opportunity here. Looks like this will be Sarah Witt to send in this free kick here for the Indians. ICC trails at 3-1. 34 minutes to play here until the end of regulation. That's sent inside, now fired, and just deflected outside. Man, that was a big-time opportunity there for ICC, as that was a good-looking opportunity. Just a great stop that time on the part of Anthony to deflect that one just wide and keep it a 3-1 contest. So Anthony's going to send this one ahead. It was broken up by ICC, but just could not quite get enough foot on it to keep it in her possession that time was Dexter. So it'll be a throw in here for the Salukis. If you look in the background, you see those tents. That's going to be part of the President's tailgate for tomorrow night's football game. Again, you can join us right here on the Red Channel at 6 o'clock for the Davis Ford pregame show, and then the 6:30 First American National Bank opening kick between ICC and Pearl River. Witt with the ball now. Sends it with the left foot, tries to go across, and is broken up nicely that time. Ball loose on the pitch. It's going to go out of bounds. Should be a corner kick, and yes, it will be here for the Indians. Got to make this dangerous if you're ICC. They've been knocking on the door, just have not been able to find a way to answer it yet. They trail it 3-1. Second half has been dominated so far by Southwest Tennessee. This one on its way. Good-looking kick, trying to go to the backside, broken up nicely that time, but there's Mathis, puts a foot on it, sends it across the middle, ball's bouncing around, and no, just would not go home. Again, another opportunity for the Indians, but Southwest Tennessee, they have just been there, making every opportunity difficult for ICC this afternoon. So you've got to credit the Salukis for their tough defensive play all day. Now ICC gets the 50-50 ball. This is going to be Chenal. Chenal sends it out wide. Trying to get something going on the wide wing now. Steps inside, puts a foot onto it. Looking for Mathis. No. Nice job there by Anthony to make the quick decision to step in front of Mathis and block that one away. If not, Brittany had a pretty good shot at putting a head on the ball that time and see if she could send that one home. But instead, again, another great defensive play on the part of the Salukis. Now Southwest Tennessee trying to get the ball on the other side of the pitch. ICC has had the ball for a pretty positive 4 to 5 minutes on their side of the pitch, but now here come the Salukis on the attack, trying to go on the far side of the pitch, looking ahead. Now it does go out wide. Opportunity here. Going to try to pop it over the middle, looking to go inside, but there's Driscoll. Nice job by Driscoll after getting hit pretty hard earlier, coming in and being physical that time and making the tough play and keeping it a 3-1 contest. Driscoll sends this one to the midfield. Ball's going to be bounced around. Witt trying to win it. Ball is going to hit. Oh, it just takes an unlucky bounce there for the Indians. Lucky bounce, if you will, there for Southwest Tennessee. And now the Salukis with it, looking to go to work. Tried to go with the no-look pass, was broken up by Loden, but then there's Loden at midfield, breaks it up nicely. Good job. Now here comes ICC on the attack with Dexter, but Dexter dribbled right into the defense, and it was broken up nicely that time on the part of McKinley. So anything you can do, I can do better on that possession, as now ICC with it. Sumner wants to put a heavy foot into it, sends it down the pitch. Opportunity here for ICC on the far wing. Cuts back across the defense, looking for somebody to come across the middle. Fires right foot too tall. Substitution coming into the contest here for ICC. This will be number 14, Alexis Hall, into the game, along with number 20, Josie Kate Reeves. Reeves, the only player with a score so far, and that was an impressive shot from Reeves, as it was from distance to give us the first goal of the match. But since then, it's been all Southwest Tennessee as they lead it now 3-1. This is going to be number 22 into the contest here, Grace Escondon. Again, I do apologize if I'm saying that wrong. I know her mother is watching because she tweeted at us earlier on Let's Go ICC TV.com. So now here comes Salukis with it, looking to go long. They've got numbers. She's onside. Sends it ahead, pops it forward, but nothing there. And we're going to see if it's going to be a goal kick. Yes, it will. Good help defense on the time that time by Acosta. Looked like she might have been offsides. The referee on the far side of the pitch didn't quite have a good angle. If it had been at Southwest Mississippi, it would have for sure been called offsides, as they called offside, I'm going to say, nearly 20 times in that match for both teams. So either way it goes, back to action now, and ICC had it but then lost it. And there's going to be a foul on the Indians. They can start to see some frustrations here on ICC's part, as that wasn't anything malicious, just one of those plays where instead of getting back defensively, just came up and kind of made the hit on the play to slow things down. But it kind of does work for ICC, as it allows them to reset the defense. So Southwest Tennessee with the 3-1 lead, 28:42 to go here in regulation. Ball is sent ahead. One of the Southwest Tennessee players slipped. A break there for ICC. Now here come the Lady Indians trying to push it midfield. Squeezes it ahead. Out wide on the left wing. Now here come the Indians. 3-on-2 opportunity here. Dribbles past the defender. Grabs a jersey. No call. And there's a goal. Well, a big-time play there for the Indians. As let's go back and look at that one set up in full length, as ICC now makes it a 3-2 contest. See there, you see a little bit of tug on the jersey. Didn't bother her any that time, and a big-time goal there made by the Indians. As that was Emily Hayward with the goal, and it's now 3-2. So a big-time goal there for Emily Hayward. 3-2 now is your score. Southwest Tennessee, though, quickly flips the field, trying to go on the attack, get the goal back, and they do. Well, just like that, in a blink of an eye, Southwest Tennessee with the answer. My, oh my, the Indians just did not wake up, did not get back, did not hustle, just watch that one go right by them. Southwest Tennessee once again just taking advantage of those opportunities of the Indians not getting back defensively. 28:08 now, and now the lead back to 2. 4-2 is the score. So the Indians would like to find a way to see if they can get that goal back. As only took 14 seconds for Southwest Tennessee to get the goal back after ICC scored it. So the Indians going to have to keep being aggressive here, but main thing they're going to have to do is find a way to get to work defensively. Now here come the Indians one more time, trying to work their way to the outside. Fires. Oh, just a little too wide that time. Nice idea to go wide against the keeper who had committed to the right side. Just could not quite get the angle. Good defense forces her to send that one wide that time, and now the score stays 4-2. So ICC, they found some things that's working on that left side of the pitch. And now Southwest Tennessee is going to make a substitution on that side, as Bowman will come into the contest. And now the coach from Southwest Tennessee kind of switching things up, wanting to switch a player from the right side to the left side. So we'll see if ICC makes those adjustments on their attack as well. So a goal kick coming up here for Southwest Tennessee. They lead it 4-2. They'll elect to go short with it this time instead of trying to go deep. Southwest Tennessee looking for someone to come up, and they finally do. They get around and get double teamed. Now they squeeze it ahead. Salukis trying to find a way to get it, but there's Loden coming out and getting the ball. Now she's going to try to swing this one out wide. Has an angle. Oh, just a little too heavy on the touch, but a good hustle this time on the part of Reeves to get back outside. Sends it from the corner, and the shot is up. No good, and the ball is going to be cleared out, and now we're going to have, I believe, a foul called here. We'll see. Yes, they are going to call a foul on ICC, as Sarah Witt tried to come in, be aggressive to get the head on the ball that time, and got tangled up with one of the Southwest Tennessee players. And so a tough break there, but good to see that neither player is shaken up on the play, as it was number 4, McKinley, that was involved in that collision. And she was a little slow to get up, but she was able to get up and walk it off. So 26-25, another opportunity missed there for ICC. So we're going to send it down the pitch. Loden steps in front of the 50-50 ball there, and it's going to settle at Sarah Witt's feet. Witt's going to have to jog back and get it. Now sets it back to Dexter, who swings it out wide. Over the middle they go. Loden with it now. Loden trying to go back to the backdoor side. It's there. Oh, nicely done defensively that time on the part of McKinley to take away the angle from Reeves. Reeves, who does have a goal in the match. And wow, they're actually going to say this was last touched by Southwest Tennessee. So we'll call this a break for the Indians. I thought that was going to be a goal kick coming up for ICC, or excuse me, for Southwest. Instead, they say a corner opportunity here for the Indians. Header is there, but no. Nice save once again by Southwest Tennessee. This time they're going to try to get it out in a hurry. Acosta, one-on-one opportunity here. The young lady that was shaken up on the play earlier, Alacantre, is back in the match. Good to see her re-entering the match here, knowing that she's okay to play. Shot is up, and it's in. Just put a foot on it, and that's kind of been the way it's been all day today for Southwest Tennessee. It has gone their way this afternoon. Just popped that one up just tall enough for Driscoll. Could not get a hand on it. And now it's 5-2 Salukis over the Indians right now. And let's give credit where credit's due. And I'm not trying to sound like a negative Nancy in this sense for any ICC fans that are watching, but Southwest wanted a little bit more today, and it's shown. They've just been a step quicker than the Indians. They've made the extra plays when they need them and found a way to get goals or find the back of the net to put 5 goals on the board. ICC's had 2. Now, ICC has had their opportunities, just have not been able to take advantage of those, as poor touch taken away by Southwest, but ICC able to get it back, Loden with it now. And you can tell Southwest just continues to play with more and more confidence. As an unfortunate bounce that time as it comes up and hits the arm of Reeves, a handball. Now will give the ball back to the Salukis of Southwest. So this will be a free kick coming up here for the Salukis. They already lead at 5-2, so looking to try to build on this advantage here. They send this one, and it's going to go, and it's going to be a save, though. So another good shot on frame that time after the header coming off that free kick, but a nice save by Driscoll to keep it at 5-2. ICC with it, but then taken away at midfield, and then the pitch is going to, or excuse me, the ball is going to go out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in here for the Indians. Well, that's kind of been the difference in the game, and I don't know if you can really see it as well as you can on the screen as you can here in person, but there's times when ICC is jogging, walking up the field, Southwest Tennessee is running. And that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier, the extra effort, the want to. A little bit more than the Indians today, and that's one thing that Coach Strother has kind of been vocal about with the team, is finding that want to, figuring out what you want to do and giving that effort. And that's just been the difference in the match so far. Fired, and another save there by Driscoll. 23-25 should be coming up on that hydration timeout in the next few minutes. So ICC with it now. Works it back to the middle of Chenal quickly. Back to the outside. This is going to be Hayward with it. Hayward trying to go to the outside. Nothing there. Good hustle on the part of Southwest Tennessee to get back defensively. Tries to send this one inside, and that one actually kicked into the face of Ali Chenal. And that right there, luckily Ali, tough as a pine knot, able to shake that one off, but it's kind of the tail of the tape for the day for ICC. It's just not a good day to be on the pitch for the Lady Indians. And now here come the Salukis on the other end, and a good decision that time on the part of Driscoll to come up and make the play on the ball, as the player for Southwest Tennessee had the defender on her hip and had a one-on-one opportunity. If she was able to dribble that one in deep, probably and highly likely would have been the 6th goal of the match. And now here comes ICC on the attack, trying to send it ahead of Chenal. Chenal gets in the way of that one, bounces it forward, but into the hands of the keeper. Boy, if that one just would have been about another foot to the right of the keeper, would have been a great opportunity for ICC, as a player from Southwest Tennessee is shaken up on the field, and we'll have the break in the action. And they're going to call it the hydration break as well. Let's tell you more about the Junior Appreciation and Military Appreciation Night coming up at ICC. 5-2, all Salukis here in the second half. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission admission to the football game against Kahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
The Carhop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value. Time, that. You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, stay out of this.
Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly plus tots for $2.99.
My mom never let me eat this much cookie dough.
What would she say if she saw you eating this big scoop cookie dough blast?
I don't know. Why ask her?
Don't tell your father.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Hurry in and scoop up our new cookie dough treats. Try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back. We're out of the hydration timeout. Once again, they give about 2 to 3 minutes for a chance for the teams to get in the shade, get some water, get in front of those fans, and kind of regroup. Coaches take opportunity to coach up the teams there. It's 5-2, Southwest Tennessee with the lead here over the Lady Indians of ICC. And I tell you, folks, it's just been all Southwest Tennessee since about 10 minutes left in the first half, as they have been impressive and they've been aggressive and been able to take advantage of some opportunities. Now, ICC has had some opportunities, just haven't been able to cash in on those either way. Remind you that this is the only match today. The men are not scheduled to play. They will practice after this. We won't cover practice, though, as we'll put it back in play now here and be set to go for the remaining 22-17 in the contest. So do the Indians have a rally in them? We're going to find out. This is going to be the time to check and see the moxie of this team. Do they have that fight, that want to, that just mean streak, and to be able to find a way to battle back in this one? If that ball is going to be out of bounds, it will stay with ICC. So the Indians will throw it in this situation, trying to find someone to go to. And again, Southwest Tennessee taking away all the options for ICC. They've got pretty good team speed, and it's been the difference in the game today. That one sent out wide. Maddie McGregor with it now is going to send it back. Hall's going to have to go back and chase and find it. Hall's going to send it ahead. And Southwest Tennessee is going to take it back. Salukis with it, dribbling through traffic. Gets by 2, now 3 defenders, sends it ahead. Out wide, here comes an opportunity here for the Salukis, but there's Hall coming back and using her speed to clear that one out and send it out of bounds. It should be a throw-in. Yes, it will be in this situation, and allow the defense to reset. They are going to ask the clock to stop. And we do have a card here. On ICC. Did not really see where the card came from in that sense, but it will send Russell to the sidelines, and Allie Chenal will come back into the match here. It's kind of an odd card given that time, as the referee walked up to her and stood there for a second, then brought the card out, as this ball is going to be sent right back out of bounds, so to stay a throwing opportunity here for the Salukis. Or will it be a corner? No, they're going to call a foul on ICC, so this will set up like a corner kick, just not directly from the corner. 5-2, Salukis with the lead. It's been all Southwest Tennessee here in the second half. ICC trying to find a stop and see if they can find some rhythm offensively. Sends this one ahead, and it's going to go off the side of the net on the kick, and we'll have a substitution getting set here. And this is going to be Russell coming right back into the contest, and Chenal will check right back out one more time here. Now for ICC, they've got a pretty big match coming up on Friday as they travel to Ridgeland to take on Holmes. It'll be the division opener for both teams. Don't get a whole lot of matches in before the division play starts. They'll be back home on Tuesday against Hines. That's the rival in the North Division. Of course, Hines in the South Division in other sports, the North in soccer. So Southwest with it now. This is going to be McKinley with it out here in front of us in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Find out how you can contribute to Itawamba Community College by visiting iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu. Salukis with it now, looking to go on the attack. Weaving her way through traffic. Good job by the Indians. That was Cora Yielding coming over to help and forcing it back out wide. Now they try to squeeze it in the middle. And the ball is going to be deflected around, and that had to hurt coming off the Southwest player. You heard the pop all the way up here in the broadcast booth, and ICC tries to send it ahead, but there's Southwest again stepping in front of the touch and retaking the ball at near midfield. Hall with it now, and she's going to let it settle. She's going to survey the defense, see where she wants to go with it. Now goes into the middle of the pitch. That is going to be Reeves with it. Reeves tried to go out wide, but nobody there. But then there's a nice job that time coming in. That was Gilbert stepping in front of it, deflecting it away. Gilbert trying to get back to it. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Gilbert. Good hustle that time on the part of Gilbert to come up and try to make something, anything happen for the Indians. Salukis with it now, squeeze it ahead, and going to be deflected away, but still stays in favor of the Salukis. But there's a nice play that time on the part of Moore to come up and get it. Tries to force it ahead. See if she can find Shelby Witt. Did not. Now they're going to try to clear it out wide, and it's going to be taken there by ICC. That's Hayward on the left side of the pitch. Now out to Witt, and that one's going to be a nice play by the Salukis just to get a foot on the ball and try to just get it back towards near midfield. Did so successfully. The ball out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in here for ICC. Or no, actually it'll be a foul called on ICC, so it'll be a free kick coming up here for the Salukis. 17:40 to play. Not impossible, but quickly becoming highly improbable as time keeps ticking away here on the Indians. Southwest Tennessee has been in control of this one throughout the entire second half and trying to find some more here as they lead it 5-2. That ball deflected off the midsection of the referee, and that's just when the breaks are beating the girls. And I'm not slighting anything by Southwest Tennessee at all, but just whenever you're starting to get all those breaks and things go your way, something like that happens, and that was a prime example of it, as the ball, who ICC had pretty good numbers in that situation, just came off the hip of the referee into the possession of Southwest Tennessee, and that's just the way it is sometimes. Sometimes the breaks go your way and sometimes they don't, and Southwest Tennessee has been able to take advantage of the breaks they've got today, and that's why they lead at 5-2. Been very impressed with the Salukis this afternoon. They are 1-0 in the season. ICC 1-1. Send this one over to the middle. This is Reeves with it. Reeves seeing a double team and taken away by Southwest Tennessee. Now they're going to send this one ahead. Driscoll's going to come out and just scoop this one up without an issue and quickly sling it ahead. Well, it's been a minute since ICC has been on a significant attack on their side of the pitch, and now here comes an opportunity here. Hayward with it now out on the left wing, looking to go. It's 3-on-2 in this situation. Hayward still dribbling inside, trying to go between the legs of the defender. Does so, steps into it, and finds the back of the net. Nice job that time by Hayward, her second goal of the afternoon. And let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. A beautiful goal there. It goes between the legs of the defender and sneaks it past the keeper there, and ICC now makes it a 5-3 contest. Now, the last time Hayward did score, Southwest Tennessee answered in a hurry. And they scored just 14 seconds after Hayward's last goal. So we'll see if ICC defends that a little better this go around. Now, Southwest Tennessee with it here on the near side of the pitch. 5-3 is your score. There's 16 minutes to play in the contest. Over the middle they go, broken up nicely that time by the Indians. Now ICC gets it back. They're going to try to send this one ahead. Stevens checked into the contest during that break in the action. A little too far sent ahead that time, and now the ball's going to go, and that was McGregor trying to stretch out for it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by ICC. 5-3 is your score. Plenty of action. Rolling strong so far here in this one. If you're a fan of defense and low-scoring soccer matches, well, this isn't the match for you. But if you like offense and aggressive play, this has been your ideal match here. As this one sent ahead. Good opportunity here. Nice job that time. That is going to be Reeves, who goes now sends it across the middle to Stevens. Stevens trying to dribble through traffic. A lot of contact. Good defense on the part of Southwest Tennessee. That was Trotter coming in and took a little bit of a bump. Good no call by the referee, in my opinion. Let them play on, and a great defensive effort on the part of Southwest Tennessee. And there's going to be a foul on ICC, bumping her and tripped her up that time. So 14:45 to play in the contest. ICC trailing at 5-3 here to Southwest Tennessee. Got a goal by Hayward. It was her second goal of the day. And now they send this one long and trying to go to the backside of it. And ICC does control it. This is going to be Reeves with it. Ball being bounced around, and Reeves getting pushed a little bit. Was able to battle through and keep possession with the Indians. Now this is Russell. Russell with it. Tries to switch to the opposite side of the pitch. Does so, and it's going to be a little too far, but a good job on hustling on the far side by the Indians. And that one was McGregor who was able to get it. Then it was sent out of bounds by Southwest Tennessee. And so to be a throw-in here for the Indians. Can ICC find a way to make this a one-goal contest? 13:56 to play here. Southwest Tennessee leads at 5-3. Hayward got the last goal for the Indians. ICC trying to find a way to strike again. Looking to go backside, but just a little too far on the lead that time. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick here for the Salukis. Good idea that time. Just as we said, later in the season, you'll see those timed up a little bit better as Reeves was trying to find the angle to the backside. The defender did a good job of getting in her way, forcing her to go wider than she wanted to on the attack. And that allowed the ball to get out of bounds. So the ball back to the Salukis here. Substitution coming into the match for the Salukis. Nearly taken away that time by Reeves. Quick decision that time, and a smart decision by Southwest Tennessee to send that one back to the keeper and allow her to fire this one down. A little 50-50 ball. And is it going to go forward? It's going to be off the head of the Salukis. And now here comes Southwest Tennessee on the attack. Acosta slaps that one out. Luz does a good job of forcing that one out of bounds, and it will be ICC ball here. Well, you're starting to see a little bit more life, a little bit more aggression out of the Indians. They trail at 5-3, 12:45 to play. Is there enough time to come back for the Indians? And that one's going to be out of bounds, and it will stay with the Salukis of Southwest Tennessee. We will not have a broadcast for Friday's matches down at Ridgeland, but Lee Adams will be on hand. He'll be shooting highlights, photos, possibly, and we'll be updating Twitter, so you can follow those matches on at Let's Go ICC on Twitter, at Let's Go ICC. We do invite you to hit us up. Let us know if you're watching, following throughout the athletics season. Tomorrow night, we'll be right back here on the Red Channel for football with the Davis Ford pregame show coming your way at 6. The First American National Bank opening kickoff coming your way at 6:30. Of course, that game can also be heard on Super Talk Mississippi, your new home for ICC football, 101.9 FM. As we're inside 12 minutes now. ICC trailing it 5-3. Kind of just a little pinball action. This is the ball bouncing around now. Finally settles at the feet of the Salukis as they take it over, leading it by 2 goals. Now they try to go deep. And a good job that time by ICC to step in front of that one. And now here come the Indians trying to reverse the pitch. This is Reeves with it now. Reeves tries to send it ahead to Stevens. Does so. Stevens gets a friendly roll. Bounces it forward. Stevens has good speed. Trying to keep it in front of her. Does so. Gets it just before it goes out of bounds. But just could not get a friendly roll as the ball had a little bit too much English on it. And it rolls out of bounds back to the Salukis. Mathis will come back into the contest here for the Indians. Also checking in will be Gonzalez for the Salukis of Southwest Tennessee. 5-3 is your score. There's 11 minutes and 5 seconds to play here in regulation. Salukis with the ball. They poke this one forward. That's Paula. She has been very active today and has been on the pitch quite a lot as she sends that one forward. Broken up nicely that time on the part of Moore. Ball sent ahead. Just took an unfortunate bounce, and there is going to be a hard hit. Incidental contact as they're going to call for a stoppage, and actually they're going to give a card here. It's one of those, both players were going for the ball that time and just didn't look like really anything malicious, as maybe the wind knocked out of the Southwest player. Hopefully she is okay. We'll see if they're going to bring the trainer on. If they do, we'll go to a break. And they are. We'll take a break. Let's hear from Kegel Eye Center and be back with more. 5-3 Salukis. Back with more right after this.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Kegel of Kegel Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Kegel Eye Center in Fulton.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/Junior Preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Good to see Trotter walk off on her own power there. Hopefully just got the wind knocked out of her a little bit as she's being taken a look at by the trainers here. And we'll head to her sidelines at Southwest Tennessee in a huddle out there on the pitch, actually. So apparently they changed who the yellow was on in that situation. So apparently the So was the yellow on? No, it's going to stay on somebody for ICC. Not really sure who they put that yellow on, because like Hayward come back into the match. If that was the case, he would have to stay out to the next break of the action. So don't know. Didn't get much of an explanation. The referee just pointed up top. Of course, we don't keep stats or anything up here, so clearly he just needs to communicate that with Coach Strother, and that's what he did. Now here comes Brittany Mathis with it out on the right wing. Mathis surveying, looking for somebody to come back across to help her. Now finds Stevens across the middle, and just off the hands of the keeper. Good opportunity there from Stevens. Just drilled it right at the keeper that time, and a good job by Anthony to come in and make the stop there. Another great chance for ICC, just could not find a way to stick that one home. So another big-time break there after a great play by Anthony to get the stop. So Southwest Tennessee with the ball now. Allie Chenal has checked back into the match for the Indians. So now Southwest Tennessee trying to get to it, but a good job that time just staying with it and getting to the ball by Gilbert. Gilbert has shown some life for ICC defensively and on the hustle side. And now here come the Indians. Send it out wide. McGregor going to try to get to it. No, it's going to be Stevens who's going to go out to the outside on the right wing. Now looking to dribble through traffic. Goes through, and there's a lot of contact. No foul call, and that one's going to be cleared out by Southwest Tennessee. I've got to say good no call that time by the referee, as it was really incidental contact and didn't really change the motion of the play that time, and that one will be a foul. And so now ICC will get a free kick right here below us in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you, you can find out how to contribute to Itawamba Community College by visiting iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu. Also, if you would like to sponsor ICC Athletics here on the Red Channel or Blue Channel as well later on this season, you can give me a call at 862-8059. That's 862-8059 for advertising opportunities here. We had 108,000 viewers on Let'sGoICCTV.com last year, over 14 million hits on Let's Go ICC, and average 1.2 million interactions on social media, Twitter alone, on our social media account. So pretty good platform to be able to get your business out there through the Let's Go ICC brand. 8 minutes and 5 seconds to go here. ICC trails at 5-3. Salukis, who looked pretty quick earlier in the match, may be starting to fade a little bit as the heat, the temperature picked up some. Absolutely beautiful day, though, here in Fulton for a soccer match. But maybe some of that energy, as there's a shot going to be high and through the backside of the goal that time. So can the Indians dig deep? We talked about it. If they can find a way to trim this to 2, maybe 1 with about 3 or 4 minutes to play, and see if they can give them a chance, the opportunity to extend the contest. So for ICC, you got to get something going here in the next 3 to 4 minutes. Find a way to find the back of the net and make it a one goal contest. But instead, just a little miscommunication on the part of the Indians that time. Salukis take it away. Now they're going to go on the attack. Can the Salukis put this one to bed? They fire backside, and they do. Well, that was a tough goal there for the Indians, as ICC just did not have any communication on who was to get the ball that time. Went directly to the feet of a Southwest player. She did a great job of creating distance and went to the left side near far post for the goal. And now we talked about ICC trying to make it a 1-goal contest. Instead, now the Salukis doing what they had to do to get a little bit more breathing room. 6-3 now is the score, 17-17. Tip of the cap to Salukis on finding a way to put that one and get a little bit more distance between themselves. So every time ICC has made something or got something going today, the Salukis have had an answer. Hall with it now. Is going to send it ahead to Loden. Loden wants to send it forward. This is going to be Mathis trying to get to it. On the outside, Mathis checks up, tries to squeeze it through the defender, and a good hustle on the part of number 4, McKinley, to battle and find a way to win that one there. Ball out of bounds. It'll be ICC ball. Millie Mask has checked into the contest here for ICC. She will drop that one in, and now we'll send it back to Acosta over to the middle. They go. This is number 15 with it. Moore's going to reverse it over to Hall now. Alexis Hall with it. Sends it forward. This is going to be Hayward. Hayward tried to squeeze it ahead quickly to Chenal, but another great defensive play just taking away those passing lanes have Southwest all day today, and they've been effective. They've forced ICC to push the ball back now into their side of the pitch and reset their offensive attack, eating up some of that clock. 6:20 to go here as ICC now trails at 6-3, and they're going to have to go retreat all the way back to the keeper. So Hall with it now. She gets it back, drops it off in the middle. Hall's going to get it back on the far side of the pitch, left side now, sends it forward to Hayward. Hayward wants to send it ahead to Stevens. Stevens now looking to go on the attack. 2-on-1 opportunity here on the opposite side, and that ball's going to be sent out of bounds. Nice job defensively by Southwest Tennessee to break up that opportunity. ICC was very patient, was able to get that one-on-one opportunity. Good help defense came over quickly for Southwest and turned it into 2v1. And now here comes Loden. Loden fires, and that one's going to be wide left side, out of bounds. Goal kick coming up here for Southwest Tennessee. Substitution into the match here for the Salukis. Taylor Moak into the contest. Checking out will be Destiny Bowman. So a goal kick coming up here for Southwest. They lead at 6-3. ICC grabbed a little bit of momentum back into the contest, but then to Salukis, as they have done all day, had an answer for the Indians, was able to rally back. Now here comes Southwest Tennessee, looking to send this one ahead. And now 2v1 on our opportunity on the other side. Now drives inside, drops it across the middle, and an easy goal there. Once again, just some miscommunication defensively by the Indians, and that's what you got to do if you're going to be successful. You've got to take advantage of the mistakes your opponents make, and that is what Southwest Tennessee has done all day today, as they just did a good job of quickly getting out, using their speed. Got a 2v1 opportunity. The keeper came out, tried to make a play on it. They did a good job of getting her to commit to the ball, then just a soft touch over the middle and poked it home for the goal. 7-3 now, Southwest Tennessee with the lead. So ICC with it. Gut check time for the Lady Indians. 4-goal deficit. They were able to cut it to a 2-goal, but then back-to-back goals now by Southwest Tennessee. Yeah, it may not be the result you get, but how are you going to finish this match? Are you going to fight, or are you just going to let Southwest Tennessee kind of come in and take over your house? We'll find out the remaining 4:26 of this contest. And again, let's give credit where credit's due. Southwest Tennessee came prepared today, and they are looking sharp, looking good this afternoon. And it shows on the scoreboard as they lead at 7-3. Mathis with the ball now is going to drop it off in the middle. This is Allie Chenal. Chenal wanting to work one-on-one, goes across the middle and gets some good help defense. Drops it off to Mathis. Mathis fires, and goal for Brittany Mathis. Nice answer that time by Brittany. And a big-time goal there. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay here as Chenal tried to take it one-on-one, did a good job of dropping it back to Mathis. Mathis goes from distance, just top shelf enough to get it over the hands of the outstretched hands of the keeper and sticks that one home. 7-4. That's what we said. We wanted to find out, will ICC have any fight, or will they just let Southwest Tennessee take this one over? Well, that was a good answer there by the Indians. Can they find another one here? They trail it 7-4. 3:43 left in the contest. Not impossible, but quickly growing highly improbable to come back from a 3-goal deficit with just under 4 minutes to play in the contest. Southwest Tennessee, though, now with the ball. That one sent back over the middle, and ICC lets it settle. Chenal sends it out to McGregor. McGregor's going to dribble it towards midfield, gets it to Loden. Loden now going to dribble it out wide. Getting some tough defense applied that time. Drops it off. Chenal allows it to come to her. Now sends it out wide. This is going to be Mathis. Mathis going to sprint to it. Scramble for the ball, and Mathis is tackled. A lot of contact, no foul call. Mathis stays with the play, though. Sends it across the middle to Stevens. Stevens going to drop it off to McGregor. McGregor goes left foot, but just couldn't quite get a solid enough foot on it. Let's give credit to Brittany Mathis on that play. The ball kept rolling. She could have easily threw her hands up asking for a call after a hard hit. Instead, stayed with the ball and gave ICC another opportunity to possibly score, but just could not stick that one home. 7-4 now is your score. 2:45 to play in the contest. Southwest Tennessee with the lead as they came out and scored 2 quick goals in the second half to set the tone. It's been all Southwest Tennessee since, and there's Stevens sticking it home. So now ICC not going quietly into the evening as that goal makes it 7-5, as might have went too far back on the replay there. So here we go. So you see Stevens here. She's going to go strong right foot. Opposite post, able to stick that one home. 7-5 now is the score. 2:31 left to play. Now what seemed highly improbable, if ICC can get a stop here, make it a one-goal contest. Just ICC not going quietly into the evening this, I would normally say hot August day, but it's actually a very nice day here in August, and that's going to be a foul, a pushing foul that time on Southwest Tennessee. And I think you're starting to see Southwest Tennessee run out of gas. We saw them get very aggressive, very physical, very fast in the early goings of the contest, and now their coach is going to ask for them to dig deep and find a way to finish. But can ICC, with 2:15 to play here, try to find a way to get back in this one? Going to send this one deep. Header's going to be sent out. It should be a corner opportunity coming up here for ICC, and yes, it will. Well, now if you're ICC, you've got to work with purpose. These corner opportunities, you got to get set up in a hurry. As this will be Allie Chenal to send in this corner kick. Chenal calling out her orders. Now sends it inside. Header, no, is going to go out wide. Well, that one bounced off a couple of players that time, and my, oh my, if that one could have found a way to sneak its way home, that would have been big for the Indians, but instead, a good job by Anthony to quickly scramble to the ball. I don't think the shot would have actually been on frame, but a good job that time by Anthony to come up and clear that one out. Handball, no call on ICC. And now here come the Salukis. 2-on-1 opportunity. Now the Salukis using some of their speed, but there's Acosta coming up and breaking that one up. Nicely done by Luz that time to break things up and get the ball back to the Indians. Loden with the ball now. Is going to send it deep. Mathis is going to give chase. Stevens is going to give chase. Stevens had it, lost it, and now the Salukis get it back. Oh, an opportunity there for the Indians, but just could not quite get a good enough foot on it to keep the ball alive that time. Credit the Salukis for making that one tough. 1 minute to play now. 7-5 is your score. ICC's got to do something in a hurry. Southwest, though, being very smart, very tactical on offense now. Don't want to try to strike in a hurry, even though they do score, that'd be big. But they do want to take advantage, force ICC to work for what they get, then also eat up as much time as possible. Now here comes Paula. She's quicker than Walt Flanagan's dog, looking to go to the outside, but there's Hall to break that one up. Sends it forward. Now we'll have to clear that one out, and does so. And there's going to be a foul whistled here on Southwest Tennessee. Not a bad foul. 30 seconds to play in this contest. This one's going to be Southwest Tennessee getting the result today. A tough day at the pitch for the Indians, but something the freshmen can grow on and learn. I think they got a little bit better finish that they were hoping to see out of the Indians, as it was a lackluster performance this afternoon, but a lot of that credited to a very tough, very scrappy Southwest Saluki squad. 10 seconds to play now. 7-5 is going to be your final score as ICC sends this one into the air. Is going to hit around. Saluki's going to pop this one up as well, and that will do it. 7-5 final score here from Fulton, as that's going to do it. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/Junior Preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Your final score here from Fulton. Southwest Tennessee picks up the 7-5 win in our only match of the day. Tip of the cap to the Lady Salukis this afternoon as they have looked sharp. They looked aggressive early. ICC tried to mount a comeback later in the contest, just could not quite find enough time to do that. So credit to Southwest coming out and getting it done this afternoon. Growing pains for ICC, and they'll have to rebound quickly as they step into division play Friday at Ridgeland against Holmes. So that's going to do it for today's broadcast. Let's take and recap some of the scoring today for ICC. Duke, Mathis, and Stevens, each with a goal. Hayward had a pair of goals for ICC. She is our Sonic player of the game. So for Lee Adams, Raphael Henry, I'm Adam Gore. We'll see you tomorrow night right back here on the Red Channel as ICC football opens the season against Pearl River right here in Fulton. 6 o'clock will be that Davis Ford pregame show. The First American National Bank opening kick will come your way at 6:30. You guys have a blessed day, and as always, Roll Tribe.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/Junior Preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.